my channel Hero Hobby Gaming, and in this episode of EVE Course, I'm gonna review one of the cruiser, and this is the faction cruiser from Serpentis, and this is the sister of the Vindicator. Now let's see the ship tree of the Serpentis faction. Now, for the frigates, they have Daredevil. For this faction of Serpentis Corporation, they don't have role bonus like the Blood Raider or the Angel Cartel, which has some role bonus like warp speed and warp acceleration, but this Serpentis Corporation have always bonuses for Stasis Webifier and Stasis Webifier optimal range and strength. So your Webifier will be very strong if you use Serpentis Corporation. And this is Daredevil for the frigates, and we are using the Vigilant right now. The Vigilant Cruiser, faction cruiser Serpentis. And this Vigilant have the same bonuses for Stasis will be higher, that is plus 10% and 10% to strength and optimal range. Same as the Vindicator, this one. We already reviewed the Vindicator in recent video, and now we're gonna review this Vigilant. Now, let's see what the trait and the bonuses she have. Vigilant Cruiser. For the first bonus, Advanced Medium Railgun Operation bonus, plus 12% medium railgun damage per level. So we can get plus maximum 60% medium railgun damage and plus 10% medium railgun accuracy fall off per level. So we can get plus 50% for medium railgun accuracy fall off. And for Advanced Cruiser Command bonus per level, we can get plus 10% Stasis Webifier Strength, max to 50%, and oops, sorry. My finger are too big. And plus 10% Stasis Webifier optimal range. So we can get plus 50% to Stasis Webifier Strength, plus 50% to Stasis Webifier optimal range, and plus 50% warp disruptor optimal range. Now let's go to the attributes. Vigilant foregrid output 974 megawatt. So we can equip maximum about 1000 plus for upgraded with skill for cruiser engineering, but the base was 974 megawatt. We can use 1 medium drone, 5 high slot weapon, 3 middle slots, 5 low slots, 3 combat rigs, and 3 navigation rigs. And our cargo hold capacity was about 900 meter cubic. And our defense base was 20,420. This is divided to shield, armor, and structure. For our shield, our shield was very small. I mean, compared to armor and structure, our shield was just 4,546. And our armor was sitting at 5,966. It got electromagnetic defense 50%, thermal defense 35%, kinetic defense 36.25%, and explosive defense 10%. So our main defense will be our armor. And we need to make something to upgrade that explosive defense. Of course, with modules and combat rigs. Now, our capacitor was sit at 3250 gigajoule. And our capacitor recharge time, it's take a long time. Gallente base ships always have a little capacitor recharge rate. Our maximum capacitor recharge rate was about 13.41 gigajoule per second. So you can count how much time we need to recharge our capacitor to full. And next, our max lock target was 7, and our sensor strength 21.7, our base scan resolution 325 meters, and signature radius 90.8. We can upgrade our scan resolution at targeting management. And our base flight velocity was 268 ms. So it's not very slow, but it's not very fast. Okay, now let's go to the fitting. For hex slots, we got Corellum C-type medium snub-nose railgun. This is the best for now for snub-nose railgun. And we got DPS about 184, damage type thermal 263, and kinetic damage about 430. Our activation time was 3.76 seconds. And because this is the snub-nose railguns, we just have optimal range about 4.5 kilometers and accuracy fall of about 9.72 kilometers. And our tracking speed about 75.5. We got 5 of the snub-nose railgun. And for the next, this is the crucial equipment for Serpentis Stasis Webifier. The base flight velocity adjustment is about 61%, and after we equip this Stasis Webifier to Vigilant, flight velocity adjustment upgraded to minus 91.5%. That's crazy. And our optimal range before just about 14.8 kilometers and now upgraded to 22.2 kilometers. And this is the main strength of the Serpentis Corporation faction ship. Okay, I got 2 of this Webifier, and this is the Frigolagas medium energy Nosferatu. This is the best for now for medium energy Nosferatu. And this is the MK7 Hammerhead drone, medium drone. Okay, now let's go to the low slots. We got Kistum C-type medium micro warp drive, Corget large armor repair. So for cruiser, if you have cruiser engineering to the max, you can get large armor repair or shield booster to your arsenal, so you can always have a good repair capabilities or shield booster capabilities. Of course, the ball grid requirement will be very high, and the activation time, the activation cost will be very high, but it will repair your shield or armor very fast, so you don't need to turn it on every time. That's right. Okay, now for the next, Corpus C-type adaptive armor hardener. Okay, for information, if you are the new player and you are watching this video and you still don't know what is the difference between adaptive armor hardener and the reactive armor hardener, so I will explain it to you. For adaptive armor hardener, it will add all of this resistance to your armor, and it will be cut by percentage. Not all of this 21.89% will be added to your defense, but it will be cut because of the penalty, and all of this will equally added to your resistance. And for the resistance, for the reactive armor hardener, we got 14.59%, but it will be distributed to damage we got. If we got railguns enemies, this defense from electromagnetic and explosive will be charged to kinetic and thermal. And same always with laser will be changed to electromagnetic and thermal. But if your enemies was missile, it will be stay the same at this 14.59%. Okay, now for the next, this was the Corellum C-type magnetic field stabilizer. This is for our passive damage bonus about 5%. There's no change at any meta level of this magnetic field stabilizer, always 5%. What changed was the damage bonus when activated. For the Corellum C-type, we got damage bonus plus 9% when activated. And for the other passive bonus was the activation time adjustment minus 4.5% and activation time adjustment when activated 400%. Okay, for the base activation time of this magnetic field stabilizer was 25 seconds. So why can we upgrade this to 44 seconds? So if any of you who don't know how this works with additional activation of our weapon upgrader, this is it. I'm gonna show you. You can look at our skills, railguns. For the operation, advanced small railgun operation. So start from advanced weaponry. Maybe advanced small railgun operation, we can get plus 2 seconds magnetic field stabilizer activation time. So, and if we upgrade our advanced small railgun operation, expert small railgun operation, we can get 4 seconds additional for activation time. And this was 2 advanced small railgun upgrade. If we max them, we got plus 2 seconds, and expert small railgun upgrade again plus 2 seconds. So from small railgun skills, we got plus 8 seconds, and it goes same with the medium and large. Look at that, same bonus plus 2 seconds. So all of that skill was packed into the magnetic field stabilizer, so we can get activation time about 44 seconds. That's very nice. Okay, now let's go to the combat rigs. For the combat rigs, first we have railgun collision accelerator 3. We got damage bonus about 17.5%. And the second, railgun burst error 3, activation time adjustment minus 12.5%. It upgraded your activation time, so we can have a shorter activation time, shot after shot. And this is it. This is for upgrading your armor explosive resistant and the explosive pump 3. It added your resistance for explosive about 40%. And next, for the navigation rigs, this is polycarbon engine housing. This is to upgrade your inertia modifier. This is for your ship nimbleness, like go there, go warping or anything. It will be more faster if you have inertia, more inertia. And this is for capacitor recharge time adjustment minus 17.5%. So our capacitor will be recharged more fastly. And this is the second capacitor, control circuit 3, minus 17.5%. Okay, now if you can look at our defense, before the explosive resistance was about 10%. Now after we equip our combat rigs, explosive resistance was go up to 46%. So it goes up about 36%. So it cut about 10% from the bonus of this explosive resistance, and that's nice. Okay, so now let's go to the battle test versus T10. We got professional soldier here, and let's go up to 0 because we are playing the brawling mode, the Vigilant. Set our approach at 6 kilometer. Oops, and set our orbit at 4 kilometers. Boom. Okay, we activated our magnetic field stabilizer, and this is our hot stats. Our offense was about 1216.46, and our activation time goes down to 3.05 seconds. That's nice. Oops, I think it's too fast. We don't need our micro drive. Okay, this have a good damage. 200 and I mean 2200 for hits, 200, 2400 for penetrates. Okay, look at that. Frigates. Because this is the medium railgun, we can easily hit the enemies with our weapon. Look at that. Our magnetic field stabilizer is very long. I mean, it has a long activation time. Let's just turn on one by one. I mean, we don't need to turn on our armor repair very often. So, how much our defense now? Our defense was sitting at 40,000. And this is our defense status. Our electromagnetic resistance was 66%, thermal resistance 57%, kinetic resistance 58%, and explosive resistance 63%. So that's not so high, but it's enough to thinking that's 10 encounters. Oh, 2,700. Okay, it's nice. So the differences with shield booster and armor repair, shield booster use more capacitor and the shield the shield dragon start at the first point we activated, but for armor repair it use less capacitor, but the armor addition will be added at the last point of our armor repair activation time. Okay, second wave. So which one is getting close? Oh, this one. Okay. You can look at PT Cormoran. Covert ops is very slow. This is the specialty of Serpentis Corporation. They are making the enemies very slow because you can imagine hitting by two webs and one of the webs have Strength for velocity adjustment about minus 91%. You don't want to be hit by something like that. You can look after our activation time ended, the armor will be added. It's not it's not at the first time we activated the armor repair, our armor repair added. I mean our armor numbers added, but at the end of the activation time circle. Nice. Nice. Now let's reckon our capacitor first. I think we don't need this stasis Webifier. And if you don't want magnetic field stabilizer in your arsenal, you can change this to another armor, adaptive uh, adaptive armor hardener, or maybe capacitor battery. You can change this magnetic field stabilizer for those modules. So you can look at that for our one of armor repair, we need 9% of our capacitor. Boom! Nice. Okay, last wave. Let's just kill which is the nearest one to us. Oh, okay, look at that counter is very near, 3 kilometers. We can hit, oh, look at that. We can hit the gunner very easily. Oh, okay, we are sweeping the enemies very, very fast. Phew. I love the sound of the railguns. Oh my. Okay, this is nice because if you don't know the how Nosferatus work effectively, you must suck the enemy who have larger capacitor than you. In this situation, we are Nosferatus, this battle cruiser, and next the battleships. The battleships will recharge our capacitor more fast. Let's take a look. It's oh, it's not changing in our capacitor. Yeah, it's not changing in this capacitor tab, but our capacitor is going up more fastly if we nose for those battleships or those battle cruiser. So, if any of you asking, um, is this Serpentis Corporation is PvP or PVE sense, I mean effective? Yes, you can use Serpentis Corporation for PvA and PvP. Yeah. And if you do any PvP, because of the Vigilant have a good bonus for Warp Disruptor, it got plus 50% Warp Disruptor optimal range. So you can change this Nosferatus for Warp Disruptor. It will have a 45-kilometer maximum for Warp Disruptor, and that's crazy. So after you warp and you still approaching the enemies, you can turn on your I mean the warp disruptor from very, very far. But for PvE, the effectiveness of the Webifier is very, very high, because every brigade or every destroyer or maybe cruiser will be very slow if get hit by two webs or one web, and you can web them from 22 kilometers with this very nice range for Webifier. Oh, the enemy is using railguns. And because we are this close, the enemies can hit us. And maybe after this, I'm gonna review Gila, and maybe after Gila, Phantasm, and the Cinnabal. And I will complete all of the faction cruiser review. And after that, maybe the frigates faction I will review too, because I'm very interested in Gila. I mean the worm. This one. Oops. Worm. This is faction frigate, and I think this is very interesting because this worm can have an additional damage for their drones about plus 250%. That's crazy for small drone. We will try that later. Okay. Okay, boom, the last enemies. What? Oh, it's still the third wave. Okay, okay, sorry. I'm sorry for this. So which one? Oh, this one is getting close to us. Let's just hit this condor first. Nice. Nice. Oh, this Pitum Moa interdictor. Okay, nice. Oh, the Raven. No, no, no. Let's go kill that mob first. Nice. Next, the battle cruiser, Thorax 2 Guardian. Okay, nice. So it take a little long time for medium weapon to kill battleships. Of course, because their shield and their armor was very, very high. That's why our weapon is like do a little damage to them, but it's still very effective. Oh, I'm turn off Brom modus. I turned off my weapon. I'm sorry. Okay, now for the question, what the faction cruiser do you like most and why? Please comment. And maybe it will be my consideration for the next review. And for my opinion, I'm very interested in Gila because, like same reason I'm interested in Bong, this Gila have damage bonus for drones. It is drone damage, not DPS. So it will purely added damage to your drone, not the activation time. And it got shield resistance and it got additional damage for torpedo or missiles, kinetic and thermal damage, which is some kind of missiles, railguns. I think so. This is very unique. I think Gila is very nice. So for the faction cruiser, they have Gila, Shinaba, Ashimu, and this Ashimu is same like Balgorn. It have roll bonus for energy, Nosferatu overload penalty, Stratios, Arthurus Phantasm, and our Vigilant. Shinaba is like that material. Oh, yes, I'm truly interested in Gila. And for my personal choose, I will choose the Gila next. But maybe if you like anything or you have your favorite cruiser to be reviewed with max modules and max skill, you can comment to our comment section. And for you who are requesting the Apocalypse Test 9, you can look at my Apocalypse Striker because for that ship just have a little differences. I mean, they have a lot differences in damage because the Apocalypse don't have Lazarus bonus damage, but it still have a good and same optimal range bonus. You can see here battleships. This one Apocalypse. You can look at that, plus 7.5% large laser optimal range and plus 7.5% large striking speed. And for the Apocalypse Striker, it got additional damage for large laser damage. It's just that differences, but it's still a good. I mean, it's a huge differences for the laser damage. So I think the Apocalypse will just have less damage compared to Apocalypse Striker. The amount of modules differences is just the middle slots. For Apocalypse Standard, it just can equip 3 middle slots, and Apocalypse Striker, it got 4 middle slots. So that's the differences between Apocalypse and Apocalypse Striker. But the playstyle is same. I think this is the best for sniper. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the conclusion for this Vigilant versus T10, I think it's not too worthy to use faction cruiser to do the T10 battle. I mean, it's take a very long time to finish because we can kill the battleship very fast, but it is still doable. And we can keep our faction cruiser in our garage and we go to that's 8 battle cruiser. Maybe the best assault battle cruiser like Naiga, Oracle, Drake. You can look at the ships, battle cruiser. You can look for Tats 8 like Drake, like Brutix, Naga, Tornado, Oracle, Talos, I don't recommend too much because Talos is using purely for snub nose railguns. And if you don't have enough skill for large railguns, it will not be very effective. Okay, nice. We have finished this. So, this is very strong cruiser ship, and for information, this is built from Thorax. They have the same shape and they have the same mm, arts, but just different color, and of course the power have huge differences. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and once again, if you like any ships to be reviewed by me with max models and max scale on the live server, please comment. And if you like this video, please like. And if you want asking anything about the mechanic of game or anything, how to make ESK or something, you can ask me too on comment section. Okay, once again, thank you for watching and goodbye.